Hello and welcome. Welcome to APL, the Architecture, Planning and Landscape School. I'm going to present the BA in Architecture and Urban Planning. My name is Armelle Tardiveau. I am the degree program director for the BA in Architecture and Urban Planning. I'm French. I trained as an architect at London Met in London and also at ETH Zurich. I'm passionate about this degree because I think it offers a very robust design training, and also, quite importantly, it opens students to wider societal and environmental issues. Now, until recently, Dr. Andrew Lowe, who is a sociologist, was leading the program. His input in the program is absolutely essential, and in the link that you will find below, he provides a great insight in the sociological aspect or the bottom-up approach that he brings to the degree. So I strongly encourage you to listen to Andy to get a greater sense of the program. Now, the BA in Architecture and Urban Planning is a multidisciplinary program with a collaborative ethos, and that's really important. And it aims to expand the fields of architecture and urban planning. Architecture and Urban Planning is a program that offers students the opportunity to engage in a variety of disciplines. Major disciplines include architecture, urban design, and urban planning. And these disciplines are underpinned by academic disciplines such as sociology, politics, as well as human geography. The degree covers the main principles of architecture and urban planning from a critical perspective, and I think it's really an important aspect. It promotes an approach to those disciplines from the point of view of the people and communities who live and experiences places. It engages in the processes involved in the production of the urban spaces that shape our cities, and it is concerned with societal and environmental issues that are addressed through the lens of participation, co-production, and climate emergency. Now, the program aims to support students in developing critical approach to the fields of architecture and urban planning. AUP is uniquely positioned in that the program offers a great level of optionality, and this allows students to broaden and deepen their particular interest in the built environment. In other words, every AUP student is unique because they fashion their own degree, and all graduates have their own distinct profile. And this is something that is really important, the multidisciplinarity aspect of the degree and the variety of interest of students within the degree that is supported by different disciplines and also by the different options offered. Now, there are 5 thematic strands that structure the program: architecture and urban design alongside visual culture, history and sociology, as well as social and political theory, urban planning, informal housing and development, social enterprise as well, economics and business. And there's another pathway, which I'll explain a little later, which leads to the Royal Town Planning Institute pathway. So the different strands I've just mentioned are kind of identified here: design and visual culture, etc. And each of those strands have a series of modules. So in first year, this is the first year, I call the golden tickets. Those in gold are the compulsory modules. So as you can see, in first year, you've got quite many golden tickets. In second year, you've got only 2 compulsory modules, and in third year, only 1, which is the dissertation. The modules highlighted in blue are the AUP-specific modules, mainly the design modules as well as participation modules. And a particular module that Andy talks about on Chinese culture, politics, and urban development. The the black modules, the black highlighted modules are planning modules. And the ones in light gray comes from other schools. So they are very carefully chosen modules from politics, geography, sociology, and the business school as well. And they all underpin the ethos of the program. Now, I'm going to speak a little bit about this Royal Town Planning route towards accreditation in a minute. So this is the kind of environment you'll be studying in. We do reviews. This is for instance, the modules you'll be offered in first year. All these are compulsory modules. The first year is designed in such a way that students can explore where their interest lies and abilities as well. So students who have developed good design skills may progress into stage 2 of architecture and urban planning and possibly choose the Royal Town Planning Institute accreditation pathway. The degree itself is not accredited, but it is a pathway that is a 5-year program that includes the BA in urban planning, which is 3 years, and then a certificate in planning practice, which is a year of placement, paid placement work in a planning office. And then the MA in urban design. Many of our students take this master in urban design. If you complete these 5 years with the list of modules that is listed for this pathway and agreed by the Royal Town Planning Institute, you will be accredited RTPI. But not all students find their strength in design, and there's a whole suite of modules drawing from the sociology, urban planning, and social enterprise strand that really can help fashion your own degree. These are the 2 compulsory modules in stage 2, and these are the optional ones. Amongst the optional ones, you've got the offer of a study visit, which so far students have gone to Beijing, to Germany, the Ruhr Valley, or Barcelona in Spain. And then in 3rd year, this is a big moment, the dissertation, where students really explore their own interests. And this is the other suite of modules that you can take from. The underlying modules are the design modules. There is also the opportunity for an exchange. These are the different countries and schools we have exchange with. They're either exchanges with planning schools or with architecture schools. And I thought I would conclude with the live project that is offered in 3rd year, which creates opportunities for community-led placemaking. We designed with community groups to bring to the fore matters of concern in their neighborhood. This is a design project that students have developed, and it is looking at Newsburn, a creative quarter in Newcastle that has been undergoing regeneration. And there's a friction between the newcomers, as usual, and the established creative industries. So the whole project was about finding out what new residents kind of imagine for the neighborhood, but also taking into consideration what those who are established for a long time in the neighborhood feel strong and must be ascertained in the area. In this project, this is in Jesmond, a popular neighborhood for students that you might end up living in. Students developed play spaces, because residents felt that they needed to ascertain again the space for their families. And as part of the yearly festival, the students designed temporary structures for children to play. This one is different. It was in a deprived area in Newcastle, and the students supported a charitable organization engaging young people, young children and their family in growing and healthy eating. So this is a juice bar that they designed, and that was coming in and out of a particular space. This one was a bug hotel to engage children in thinking about ecology. This is a different project where students looked at the transformation of a derelict ground, community ground, into a multi-sport space for young people. And in the same ground, they also kind of triggered the idea of urban agriculture with makeshift structures. Now, the program can lead to, once you've completed the BA, many students take the Master in Urban Design for the full RTPI accreditation. Others take the Master in Landscape Architecture, which is a 2-year program accredited by the Landscape Institute, or the Master in Architecture Studies, which is only 1 year. Students who are more interested in urban planning often take the MSc in Urban Planning and again gain the full RTPI accreditation. Every year, we invite professionals to talk to our students and inspire them in careers, because really the built environment is much more than just architects and planners. And we want to broaden this. So we've invited urban designer, landscape architects, museum curators, or artists who look after the hub in Newcastle. AUP graduates value the transferable skills that the degree offers, and they've moved into different careers, such as Assistant Design Officer at Leeds City Council, or they do an MSc in Urban Planning. Some have gone to Cambridge to prepare for doing an MPhil to prepare for a PhD that emerged out of their dissertation. Others have become land planners, or project manager, or curatorial assistant at the Design Museum in London. In a nutshell, if you join the Architecture and Urban Planning program, you will explore concepts and processes focusing on co-production, cooperative communities, healthy living in the built environment, social mapping, planning strategies, self-built, participation, climate emergency, temporary urbanism, and more than that. A good way to start is to look at this, to flick through this book, Spatial Agency and Other Ways of Doing Architecture. This is really what we're interested in. The facilities, where we've got a fantastic building just refurbished, 24 hours access, great studios. We also have a fantastic workshop and a buddy system, personal tutors for each student, and our own welfare officers. Thank you for listening, and I really hope to meet you.